The Phoenician scheme serves as a good example to push back on the criticism that all of Wes Anderson's movies are the same, because here you have an espionage thriller with a darker sense of humor than some of his more personalized relationship-driven stories. Now don't get me wrong, his distinct style is still there. The flat camera angles, static pans, deadpan deliveries, snappy one-liners, distinct but minimalist color palettes, they're all there. But to say one can't tell the difference between this and something like Rushmore or the Royal Tenenbaums is kind of wild to me. That aside, this is yet another fun entry into Anderson's filmography. It builds upon a trend he's been going with in some of his more recent films like The French Dispatch or the Henry Sugar Collection, where he moves towards more episodic storytelling. Here, Benicio del Toro's character is this arms dealer who's not a great father, but he's trying to raise funds to cover his various operations, and he does so by going from associate to cover said funds. So the majority of the ensemble cast that includes Bryan Cranston, Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson, and who I hope is now a new Anderson staple, Tom Hanks, are all here in more glorified cameos, with only a major part in their one big segment of the film. And I will say, this vignette-like structure is a lot of fun. There's especially one scene involving a basketball competition that I thought was a blast. I will say though that I did ultimately find this to be on the weaker side of Anderson's filmography. Definitely still enjoyable and very funny, but it is a bit surface level. There are themes of a very flawed individual trying to make amends for the wrong he's done, but I wouldn't say it digs as deep into those themes as some of his previous efforts. And the main sequences are interspersed with these visions of the afterlife where you have Del Toro being judged via these strange rituals, but I found these to be more just surreal and funny than anything revelatory. But again, still very funny and entertaining. Del Toro is great here. The other two major players are Mia Thruppleton as his daughter, who's trying to become a nun, as well as Michael Cera as a tutor he hires, and they both come along on this adventure with him, and this is both their first time acting with Anderson, and they are just a natural fit, nailing that deadpan delivery that's a staple of his films. And the three leads played off each other so well. This is actually the first time I'm seeing Thruppleton in anything, and this has me looking forward to whatever she has coming up next in particular, because she was a lot of fun here. So overall, good time. Not exactly one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies, but even when he's not at his absolute best, it's still a lot of fun and definitely worth the watch.